What's up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Your boy Dredd is back with the NFL Fourth Goal podcast. This is our Week 9 predictions. Sorry we couldn't make it last week. There was a couple things I was going through. I was getting over a cold, and still kind of trying to fight it. But other than that, I'm doing all right. But anyway, Flip, what's going on, bro? You feeling all right?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Just chilling. Little sad about last week's game, but I'm
Yeah,
chilling. Everything else is pretty dope.
yeah,
Shout
definitely.
out to the Braves for winning the World Series.
Shout out to the Braves for winning the
But
World Series,
yeah,
and also,
it's
oh
been
my,
a chill week.
and also prayers up to Derrick Henry because he's probably gonna miss the rest of the season. And I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard the Henry Ruggs III situation. My God,
yeah, that's just oof.
this is Dante
That's
Stallworth
a
all over
crazy
again.
situation.
It's literally,
Pretty much.
yeah, vehicular homicide. Like, and this is what pisses me off the most. It's the fact that he's 22 years old, has his whole life ahead of him, and he's gonna. The thing is, dude, an Uber costs 15 to 20 bucks. You can call an Uber. Jesus, I mean, don't ruin your life, cause he's gonna be doing some jail time. Most definitely, he is. And I don't. The thing is, all the rest of his money is gonna go to lawyer fees and court costs and lawyer fees. So he's pretty much done. And if Roger Goodell has it his way, he'll never play another snap in his life.
Yeah, after they kind of explained all the information about everything that went on in that whole accident, yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's gone at least 10 years.
definitely. Two at the minimum, even with good lawyers.
Yeah, because the man was double the alcohol
Yeah,
limit,
yeah,
going like 150.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, and vehicular
And the way
homicide.
they
Yeah,
explained the
yeah,
whole accident, yeah,
yeah. Like I said, and vehicular homicide. So yeah. So if he's lucky, he'll do 2 years.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, very lucky.
yeah,
Because I think they said the minimum is 2 years.
yeah. Oh well, we'll. The thing is, nobody's above the law. I don't care how rich and famous you are. Nobody is. But yeah, man. Anywho, let's recap last week. What was the game of the week in your opinion? I'm gonna have to go with,
Game of the week.
yeah. Believe it or not, I mean, believe it or not, probably
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Colts Titans was the game of the week for me. How about you?
I'll second with the.
Hey, what's up,
What's
Waz?
up, Waz? You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah, we
perfect.
hear you good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Um, Game of the week for me. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed that Packers Cardinals game. I've been saying for a
Yes.
lot of these weeks that Thursday games have not been disappointing me,
Yeah.
and I think the streak is continuing because that whole ending to that game,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers getting it done with basically third stringers. Tanyan went down with the torn ACL,
Yeah.
and then we see Kyler in the AJ Green situation
Oh
at
my
the end
goodness. Yeah.
to kind of close the game.
Definitely. Waz, what was your game of the week for last week?
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up between the Tennessee Colts game or the Packers Cardinals game. I'll
Definitely.
leave with the Packers Cardinals, but I haven't. I don't know if I've seen a game end on a go-ahead interception in the end zone.
Yeah.
Like with the other team about to score seemingly.
Mhm.
In that form or fashion, like it was almost like a back shoulder catch that AJ Green was not even anticipating, and then the defender was just right there for it. Yeah, that game was great. It was again a competitive game between two top NFC teams. Um, and yeah, the Packers pulled it out. Gave the Cardinals their first loss. It was again, it was a good game for me. Again, the Tennessee and Colts game. Tennessee pulling that out, even despite Henry getting injured,
Yeah.
and not being able to carry that offense. That was very, very impressive to see. And again, Wentz almost kind of came through, but then he kind of then pulled a Wentz late in the game, and again showed some of his true colors that again people have kind of come to know about him.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing in some late turnovers, but again, I would say toss between that game and the Packers and Cardinals
Cards.
game.
Yeah. All right. Most improved team of the week for me. it's actually got to be the New York Jets. I mean, I don't know what it is with them having, they have, the thing is, every first round quarterback they have has been cursed, but it seems like they strike gold with backups. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's my most improved team of the week. Flip, what about you?
Got to be the Jets. I feel like this
Yeah.
is absolute because I had them having no chance of beating the Bengals. The Bengals have been on fire, and then Mike White comes out and just throws like what I think 400 yards or
400 yards in his
400
debut.
yards on
Yeah.
his Bengals team. So it's like after saying that, yeah, I gotta go to the Jets. And then Michael Carter is looking good in the backfield for them. So it's like their offense is on point. It's just if their defense can kind of get itself situated, they could low key have a team for next year.
Definitely. All right, Waz, what about you? Team most improved.
My most improved team, I have to say, I'm going to be pretty biased here. I'm going to say San Francisco. Just in, again, this team, the way they performed against the Bears, granted it was the Bears, is basically how is their formula for winning. They need to establish the run, take some pressure out of Jimmy G. Once Elijah Mitchell was getting it going, they were able to. Jimmy G was able to get good protection and make easier throws. Not only that, but Debo went off. I think Debo, surprisingly, I saw this stat there. I wasn't even aware. Debo is currently close to being on pace to, I think, along with Cooper Kupp and breaking Calvin Johnson's receiving yard record.
Yeah.
Despite playing on a team that some people might not look at like Jimmy G as a top quarterback that's going for a lot of yards, but Debo Samuel certainly getting it done in the air. But I think that just the way they played, bouncing back after a horrible loss to the Colts the week before, I was really impressed with it, and I hope that they can carry that forward, going into next week, playing against the Cardinals, and hopefully we get Kittle back, and that'll hopefully we'll have a even better showing.
Yeah. Now for the choke of the week. And if you guys saw the exact same games I saw, there's like 5 different candidates for choke of the week. But obviously, number one for me has got to be the Arizona Cardinals. Flip, what about you?
Choke of the week. I might have to go with. I kind of want to go with the Vikings here. Yeah, I kind of want to go with the Vikings here. I'll go with the Vikings here because I could go Giants with the Danny Dimes fumbling, or I could go with the interception for the Cardinals. But I feel like the Vikings had a freebie here going up against Cooper Rush, and they let that man just demolish them. So I'm gonna go Vikings here because the Cowboys probably shouldn't have won that game, but they came out and Cooper Rush. I mean. Maybe I'm just underestimating him, but he put in work.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins really got outgunned by a backup, so I gotta say they choke.
A couple of bailouts by the defense too, but that's a different story. But anyway, Waz, who was your choke of the week?
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Oh wow!
I mean, going into that game, it was obviously going to be possibly like a competitive divisional game, but Tampa Bay, being a Super Bowl champ. I know the Saints had the Bucks number in the regular season.
Yeah, they do.
But with the Saints losing Winston early in the game, and the Saints basically they didn't even have Taysom Hill. They had to go with
Trevor Siemian. Yeah.
How does the Trevor Siemian-led team defeat that juggernaut defending Super Bowl champs, the Bucs? That's completely ridiculous.
Because they weren't prepared because they were not prepared for him. They were prepared because they were prepared for either Taysom. Yeah, it's called the fear of the unknown. You don't know what you're gonna get because I mean, like I said, they prepared for Taysom Hill and for Teddy B. So I mean, not Teddy B, but Jameis. So they prepared for them. So they didn't prepare for Simeon. That's the reason why.
I guess. I mean, I'm not sure how much time they would need to prepare for a third string guy, but still, that was a gimme. That was such a silver platter game for the Bucs. The Bucs had 4 minutes left. The Bucs had 4 minutes left with Brady to drive. Like that should have been at least a go-ahead field goal, if not a touchdown.
But it doesn't matter if they scored again. Would you have trusted the Bucs defense to hold?
on. They got that late turnover. But yeah, going against the third string quarterback, defending Super Bowl champs, the Bucks got, even though it was an away game, you still got to come away with a win on that. So
Right.
That's why I got to consider it a choke job for the Bucks.
Right. All right, fellas. Week 9. Let's get it. Man, we're halfway through the season already. Anywho, Thursday night game. We got the New York Jets 2-5 going up against the Colts 3-5. Flip, who you got? Jets, Colts.
Jets, Colts.
Yeah.
After seeing what the Jets did, I don't know. It seems like
Indy's favored by 10 points at home.
yeah, they might actually be a problem now. But I'm going to play it safe here because I feel like maybe because they didn't have any tape on Mike White, he had an advantage, you know.
Exactly. Once again, unknown. Once again, unknown. Can't prepare for him. Yeah.
Exactly. So now that they have tape on him, maybe the Colts can go out there and do something. But yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna say it's still gonna be a close game, just because the Colts seem to they don't seem to be too high scoring of a team lately. A few weeks ago, they were putting up points and kind of giving me this idea that, you know, they might be a contender if they can keep this up. But against the Jets, I think, you know what? I mean, the Jets' defense isn't that great. It might be another shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess shootout here, just like the Bengals. Give me an upset. I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna say Jets win again, 30-27 over the Colts.
Wow, all right. I ain't mad at that. All right, Waz, who you got? Jets, Colts.
I'm going, as much as it was entertaining to see the Jets back up there, White get it done against the Bengals. I think the Colts will take this out. Again, the Colts played really competitive against the tough Titans team the week before. They're playing at home. I'm not sure if this Mike White is a fluke kind of deal. So I'm going to err on the side of the Colts being, you know, I think top to bottom, overall better team. You know, better pieces on the offensive there with Taylor and Pittman. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to go all the way in yet with White. Now, if he throws 3 or 4 touchdowns in this game, then we might actually start having a quarterback controversy, which would be funny in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
Just for that team, the Jets. Wouldn't have expected to see that, but for now, though, I'm gonna have to go with the home team that I feel is the better team overall, top to bottom. So give me the Colts to win this game. I'll say they win this game 24-17.
All right. That's actually a believable score. Man. This is gonna be a real test, and we're gonna see if it was just beginner's luck for Mike White. And the Colts had, they had a hell of a fight last week, but yeah, they seemed to pull out their game. But am I gonna judge a player just off of one good game? No, I'm not. I still got to see more from him. But the thing is that we know exactly what to expect from Carson Wentz if and when he's healthy. And the thing is, the Colts defense is kind of but then again, the Jets defense ain't really anything to sneeze at either. So you guys are right. This might be a shootout. But I'm going to play it safe too. Go ahead and give me the Colts in this one, 27-17 over the Jets. Next up, AFC North matchup. You got the Cleveland Browns going on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. Flip, who you got? Bengals, Browns.
Well, with all this Odell drama going on, they're not going to have Odell out there for any time soon. So, I mean, Baker actually probably plays better with Odell out, so
yeah,
it might actually be a boost for the Browns. Nick Chubb is running well. They got Dearness Johnson in back there, kind of complimenting him. What do I take in this? I think.
I don't really, I either see this being incredibly low scoring, like a 10-17 game, or it could be incredibly high scoring, like 45-42. Because if you look,
I feel like this is going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, so
I don't feel like either of these teams are. I mean, the Browns on paper, like they should be able to to hold a team to like 20 points a game.
Yeah.
But sometimes they be letting teams run the score up on them, and I don't know. Like lately, they've been keeping the scores low, but I don't feel like those defenses or those offenses are as high powered as the Bengals are. Um, man, I'm gonna lean towards the Bengals to win this one just because they got humiliated by the Jets last
Yeah.
week. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they want to go on a 2-game losing streak
Yeah.
here. I think the Browns having all the Odell troubles might cause a rift in their team chemistry.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, they're literally paying the man to stay away from the organization. So
It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna go Bengals here. I'm gonna say Bengals 27, Browns 23.
All right. All right, Wise. Browns, Bengals. Who you got?
Yeah, if this is any sort of, I don't think the Browns can hang with the Bengals in the shootout. I think the Browns' only chance to win this game is for it to be a dogfight.
Yeah.
Very low scoring game. Just a lot of clock, time of possession. Just trying to basically keep the Bengals offense off the field. That's the Browns. I think that's the Browns' key to this game. Get a lot of yards, get Chubb going. I don't trust Baker Mayfield. Mayfield hasn't looked great. He's been kind of unimpressive this season. I'm not sure if and when we're ever going to see it. The whole situation with Odell and everything is also just really, really dicey. I'm gonna pick the Bengals in this game. I don't think, even though I feel like the Browns do have a much better defense. I just don't trust Baker to consistently, get points on the board for Cleveland. So I think Cincy will win this game. Give me Cincy. I'll say Cincy wins this 27 points.
All righty. Man, like I said, this is an AFC North divisional matchup, and these games are usually pretty damn physical and defensive. But thing is, with the way that with the way that both these teams are playing lately, this could be a mostly offensive game. But if you ask me who's got the better defense between the two, it's the Browns. But if you ask me who has the better offense, I guess it would depend on aspect of the game you're talking about here, because I believe that the Browns might have the better running game, and the Bengals on a good day might have the better passing game. I mean, because Baker, he's not that good under pressure. I mean, yeah, but Baker's not as good under pressure as the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback is. So yeah, man, like I said, this is either gonna be very very low scoring or very very high scoring. But I feel like if it's a high scoring game, it's probably gonna favor Cleveland more. Yeah. So can't the thing. Oh man, because Cincy's favored by 3 points over the Browns, and they're at home. I'm actually going to go with the upset in this game. Go ahead and give me the Browns this game because they had a close loss against the Steelers. Go ahead and give me the Browns this game 26-21 over the Bengals. Next up, you got the Dallas Cowboys at home against the Denver Broncos. This is like a throwback football kind of game. Like a 1990s, late 90s kind of game. But yeah, anyway, Flip, who you got? Broncos, Cowboys. Yo, Flip, you on there?
For Broncos Cowboys.
Yeah.
My bad.
You good?
Broncos Cowboys. Dak should be back. I like Teddy Bridgewater. I like Broncos offense. Their defense. I mean, took a hit with Von Miller, but he was already out. So
Yeah.
It's not like their defense the past few weeks has had him. I don't like Teddy in this game to try to compete with Dak in scoring.
Yeah.
Their run game, I like the Cowboys, obviously, but I'm not sleeping on the Broncos' run game right now. I think Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon are a great 1-2 punch in that backfield. But I just don't like the quarterback difference here. Plus, man, if Cooper Rush can do that with those receivers, Dak's much better than Cooper Rush. So
Yeah, he is.
against this Broncos team, yeah, I got to go Cowboys here. I think they're going to be on a roll for a couple weeks. So, yeah, give me Dallas here. I'll say Dallas 27, Broncos 20.
All right, Waz, who you got? Broncos, Cowboys.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys to win this handily.
Mm.
I think it's obviously a closer game if Dak's not playing, but I still think Dallas just offensively um, will just can outscore the Broncos, and I don't see Bridgewater keeping up with them. I think Bridgewater's not designed to air it out and to win in a shootout. Not especially against this Dallas secondary that's looking a lot. That's looking pretty great. Um, Denver does have a good run defense, so it will be interesting to see because I think um, the Cowboys are at their best when he Pollard when they're getting decent amount of carries, and they're running the ball really well. I don't like the Cowboys when they're just pass heavy. I don't think that's ideally where they want to have Dak needed. So it will be interesting to see if Denver can slow down that running game from Dallas, just to see how Dak handles coming back off that injury. And if he is forced to just carry the load through the passing game, that might be an interesting close aspect, but I don't foresee that happening. Again, I think Dallas is one of the top teams in the NFL, if not possibly the top team in the NFC. That's debatable.
Yeah.
But in this game, I think they're going to pretty handily. Give me Dallas to win this. The Dallas wins this game 28 to 17.
All right. I gotta say, as much as I might like the Broncos, I mean they're one of these teams who are unproven, because they right back at 500. But the Cowboys right now, despite what a lot of people may feel, they are on a roll right now. And like I said, the shootout is the last thing the Broncos want against them. But if the Broncos want to win, they want a slow, grindy game against them because Zeke is back up to speed. Dak's probably going to play again, and that receiving core for the Cowboys is nasty. But I mean, like I said, the only hope that the Broncos really have is to put Dak Prescott on his ass if he plays, or even Rush on his ass. But I mean, we'll see about that. But the thing is, that O line is very, very good for the Dallas Cowboys. Better. He gets better protection than Teddy Bridgewater does for the Broncos. Keys to victory is air it out. The thing is that the Broncos secondary isn't what it once was, so the Cowboys can feel free to air it out on them as they please. But the thing is, don't get too crazy because he's known to throw a pick or two and run the ball down their throat so that way they can't open to the passing game. Broncos defense, defense, defense. But going ahead and give me the Cowboys over the Broncos in this game, 28-20. Next up, oh boy, garbage bowl. The 1-7 Texans against the 1-7 Dolphins. I did not expect the Dolphins to have such a bad record. I figured by this point they'd be at least 4-3 or 3-4, something like that. But with them not having Tua, with them the quarterback situation not being up to snuff, I mean you never really know. And the Texans, we all know what their situation is. I mean it's ridiculous. And the thing is, it's pretty much a crap show on both sides of the ball. But I mean, to me, the Dolphins. I mean, the thing is, both teams are in tank territory right now, but the Dolphins, I see a clearer path to victory for the Dolphins in this game than I do for the Texans. So going ahead and give me the Dolphins in this game 23-17 over the Texans. Flip, who you got? Texans, Dolphins.
I think Tyrod might be back this game. I'm not sure. I think the Dolphins should be 3-4 right now, or 3-5.
Yeah.
But they've been losing a lot of close games. A lot of games where the defense it's in the defense hands to make the stop, and they can't do it. So I'm not going to fault Tua too much for this situation, but I think he's good enough to beat this Texans team. I think he's kind of finding his own rhythm. I think the Dolphins organization is kind of believing in him more and more each week. It's just that defense I'm not too sure about. But I can't even say against the Texans because they let the Jags tear him up.
Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence ain't a bad quarterback. So, I mean, I think he
Yeah, I would. They're favored by
Yeah,
6 points.
yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Dolphins got it this time. Yeah, the whole Deshaun Watson situation is not going anywhere,
Yeah,
so
it's not.
they're probably stuck with either Davis Mills or Tyrod for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Tua's getting better and better each week. Yeah,
But
I'm
it's
gonna
too
go
late.
Dolphins
Yeah.
there. I'd say it'd be like a semi medium scoring game. So I'll say Dolphins 23, Texans 20.
All right. All right, Waz, so you got Texans Dolphins.
Yeah, such a crappy game to try to call. I don't. Both teams just don't do anything offensively great, um, and so it's kind of hard to tell what either defense will do. Um, Dolphins are at home. Tua had some flashes previously in the last week. Um, so it also was interesting because the Dolphins were in a situation. The team was in a situation to trade for Watson, which is kind of interesting now that you look at it. Um, yeah, I'm gonna pick the home team here, Dolphins, even though
Mm.
they haven't yet won a game at home.
Yeah.
Texans haven't yet won a game on the road. So one of the two streaks will end this Sunday, unless there's a tie, which could probably be
Yeah.
a fitting end to this game as well.
Definitely.
But I'm just gonna pick the Dolphins strictly because I like Tua a little bit more in this spot. We'll see. I think this is a game that you want to salvage any sort of if he's playing and you want to salvage any sort of trade status for this guy. You're going to want to put him in a position to look somewhat appealing to other potential NFL suitors.
All
So
right.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this game. This is going to be a crappy game. I would just stay away from any sort of gambling in this
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Dolphins to win this game. Probably low scoring. I think 20-17.
All right. Next up, you got an NFC South matchup. You got the Atlanta Falcons going on the road against the New Orleans Saints. Wow. Man, the Falcons. I don't. The thing is, they always magically find ways to drop games, and they just have the misfortune to be in the same division as the Saints and the Tampa Bay Bucks. And the Falcons. I mean, they lost Calvin Ridley because he's working on his mental health. May he get well soon. And Matt Ryan is a shell of what he used to be. The Saints proved that if Plan A and B doesn't work, they have a Plan C. The thing is, the Saints are always good for a backup plan. And if the quarterback situation doesn't work out, then they got a good running back game to rely on, which is very good for them. You can't really say so much for the Falcons. The Falcons' running game is just completely dumped on by the Saints. Oh man. And the thing is, I don't know what the quarterback situation is for the Saints, but I feel more confident picking them in this game. Going ahead and give me the Saints in this game 28-21 over the Falcons. Flip, what you got? Saints, Falcons.
I gotta go with Saints here. I'm pretty sure Taysom Hill should be ready to play.
Yeah.
I feel like Sean Payton can do enough anywhere with whatever quarterback he has, at least to beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
The Falcons, as much as I think that they could be great, it's just something about them. I guess the whole losing Calvin Ridley thing is probably the thing that hurts them the most right here because they were kind of finding their stride. They had Patterson as their wide receiver /2 running back / returner. He was kind of their Jacksonville trade. Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts were kind of running the receivers. Outside of that, not running, he had people to throw to. The run game wasn't the craziest, but it was enough to kind of open up the passing. But now it seems like they're just falling apart again. I don't know if maybe it was the Panthers defense, but the Saints defense I feel like it's not underrated, but it's middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And it'll be enough to beat these Falcons. So I'm going to say Saints 21, Falcons 16.
Alrighty. All right, Waz, who you got? Saints, Falcons.
I'm going to go with the Saints in this game. I do agree with Flip. The Falcons were kind of hitting a stride recently after a slow start.
Next up, you got the Las Vegas Raiders going against the New York Giants. The New York Giants are like the second weirdest team in the league this year as far as consistency and playing right. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the first, and I think when I say the first, y'all know who I'm talking about. We're gonna get to them in a little bit, but yeah, and of course the Raiders are going through the situation with Henry Ruggs III, and of course John. The Raiders can't catch a break as far as locker room drama. The skill in the field still translates. The skill in the field is still there as far as them having a solid defense and with Derek Carr being, leading the charge. But I don't know what's wrong with the Giants because the Giants play amazing. They just can't close out games. That's their only problem. And the fact that the Raiders are only favored by 3 in this game, that shows a lot. And like they're actually favored. The Raiders are favored by 3 in this game, but it wouldn't actually. And the thing is, not the Cowboys, but the Giants are at home in this game. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to call this. I don't know if I want to call the upset or play it safe in this one. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go with the upset. Going ahead and give me the Giants in this game over the Raiders. 24-23. Wise. Who you got? Cowboys, Raiders.
I'm sorry, the Giants Raiders?
Yeah, Giants, Raiders. Yeah.
There. Yeah, the Raiders have been going through a lot of drama. I feel like there's a lot of bad juju off the field, but they seem to be playing well despite it. So I feel like it's almost like a cathartic. It's almost like they're trying to exercise some demons, and they're playing well as a result of that.
Right.
Obviously, the team can play well with Alfred coaching them. It remains to be seen how well they do losing, their stud receiver now. Yeah, but again, this is the Giants. The Giants. Again, they have a good defense. Surprisingly, I feel like it's just a matter of again that offense trying to kind of keep up with potentially the Raiders. Now again, the Giants really did an impressive showing at Arrowhead, but they are playing on a short week.
Yeah.
The Raiders, I believe the Raiders had a bye last week. I don't think they played last week, so I'm going to give again the Raiders with the extra time. Giants coming off a short week. Even though this is at home for the Giants, I'll say the Raiders win this game, but it'll be another. I think it'll be a kind of a close game. I think the Giants will play better than what people will expect. But give me the Raiders to win this. I'll say Raiders win this game 27-23.
Alrighty. All right, Flip. Who you got? Raiders, Giants.
Raiders, Giants.
Yeah.
Probably the Raiders here. I know they just lost Ruggs. They've been playing well without Gruden. I don't think Ruggs was a really crazy part of their receiving core. I think they more so relied on Renfro, Waller, and Edwards over Ruggs.
Yeah.
So I don't think Derek Carr's really going to lose a beat here. The Giants are still going to be without Saquon because he has COVID now.
Yeah.
I got to go Raiders here. I think they don't really skip a beat here. They've really been kind of on point, even more since Gruden left. I feel like they've been playing relief, so I think that trend keeps going against the Giants, who are fumble prone. Raiders defense can cause trouble for Daniel Jones when it matters. Give me the Raiders here. 24-20 over the Giants.
All right, next up, we got the New England Patriots going on the road against the Carolina Panthers. The Patriots are solid for what they are. They're right at 500, as are the Carolina Panthers. But we see what the Panthers are without Christian McCaffrey and without Sam Darnold. But I mean, the thing is, they're okay without. You know what? Never mind. I'm lying. They're not really that okay. They're not really that good without Sam Darnold. But I say the one thing that's saving the games for the Patriots is the fact that they have a decent running game. But is that going to be enough against this Panthers defense? That's pretty much what we're going to see. And New England's actually favored by 3.5 points over over Carolina. But I just want to see them get it done because the Panthers have beat better teams than the Patriots, and I'm just gonna go take. I'm gonna base my decision off that. Go on ahead and give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers 28-23 over the Pats. Flip, who you got? Panthers, Patriots.
Um, I don't think Darnold's going to be back this week. I still think they're going to have the backup, who I don't know is that exactly. Uh, they might have CMC back this week, but that might be another who knows
Question mark.
But even if they get CMC back, I still think this Patriots team is going to be able to handle them pretty well. The Mac Jones is kind of getting into his own stride now. I think he's getting used to his receivers. They've got the run game kind of figured out now with Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
And the defense is, I don't know, the defense is always the defense with the Patriots.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, they always show up when they need to. So, yeah, I have the Patriots here. I think the Panthers need a quarterback to kind of beat this team, and I don't think even with Sam Darnold out there, that he's the quarterback to do it. So, give me the Patriots in this game. I'll say 23-19 over the Panthers.
All right, Waz, who you got? Panthers, Patriots.
Yeah, I like the Patriots in this game. There was P.J. Walker. That's the possible starting quarterback for the Panthers, and Darnold's not able to go. And that's now he only has about 3 pass attempts this season. Doesn't have much playing time for his career. So especially if he's going against Bill Belichick defense, I definitely like the Patriots' chances in this game, especially with how their run game has been looking. And Mac Jones is, again, he's a solid rookie right now. I do like how they've been playing with him. Again, I think Carolina probably needs Darnold back on top of getting Christian McCaffrey back.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that either one's going to happen this week. So yeah, I like the Patriots in this game. Give me the Patriots to win this. I'll say they win this game 24 to 14.
All right. Next up, oh Lord Jesus in heaven, we got the Buffalo Bills going on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect nothing but complete and utter destruction in this game because, I mean, I like Sunshine, but he hasn't shown any reason why he would do anything against this Bills defense. And, do I need to say it about do I really need to say it about the quarterback situation for the Bills? Yeah, Allen can light them up at will. If they don't drop, I will be surprised if the Bills don't drop at least 35 points on the Jags, because the Jags defense is sorry now. It's nothing it's a shell of what it used to be. The only hope that the Jags even have is if they completely just crap the bed and lay an egg and all kinds of penalties, fumbles, turnovers. Like that's their best hope, but I just don't see it happening because the Bills are just a better, more well-rounded team. Go on ahead and give me the Bills in this game 35-13 over the Jags. Flip, who you got? Bills, Jags.
Yeah, it's an easy one. The Bills. The Jags, they're a little banged up already. The offense is susceptible to turnovers. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is caught up to the NFL game speed yet. Yeah, and Josh Allen and the Bills, I mean, they've lost some tough games. Those are to teams that beat as playoff contenders, so I don't think the Jags are going to be an issue here. So, yeah, give the Bills in this. I'll say 30-17.
All right, Waz, who you got? Jags, Bills.
This is a Bills game by far. I almost expect Josh Allen to take the entire fourth quarter off and hang on to Savannah up in that Jacksonville Stadium and watch them finish out the fourth quarter. This game will be done by halftime. There's nothing the Jags can do offensively against this Bills defense. And this Bills offense will just blow through that Jags defense. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. This is going to be a double-digit blowout for sure. Give me the Bills to win this handily. The Bills win this game 34-17.
All right. Next up, you got the Baltimore Ravens at home against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are another question mark team where you don't know which Vikings team is really going to show up. Kirk Cousins is wishy-washy and flip-floppy as hell, but the Vikings have a hell of a running game, and they can rely on that. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, Lamar's starting to come out of his shell a little bit more as as a dual threat. But thing is, he just needs to work on his accuracy just a little bit more because you can't turn the ball over against the Vikings. Even though the Vikings defense, it's not a top 10 defense, but they are pretty solid, and they can't capitalize off the mistakes of the Ravens. Baltimore is favored by 6 over this game, but I really wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings won this game. But I'm actually going to play it safe because the Ravens got embarrassed last week. Go ahead and give me the Ravens over the Vikings. 31-23. All right, Waz. Who you got? Ravens, Vikings.
Ravens and Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird.
Yeah, it is.
I don't trust the Vikings now. A couple weeks ago, I liked them. I liked them offensively, but I think the team's kind of given up on the coach. Dalvin's not. Again, they can't really get Dalvin going lately. That offense just looks not as coherent, not as great without that run game support. They got receivers, but it's just not. Without that run game, without Dalvin Cook, getting those yards, this Vikings offense does not look as good. Now, granted, Ravens, they've kind of been a little Jekyll and Hyde-ish. I feel like they looked phenomenal against the Chargers a few weeks back, and then they laid an egg against the Cincinnati Bengals. So they're coming off a bye week now. I think they're gonna hopefully come out guns blazing. I think they'll expect Lamar to have a big game against this team. I don't think the Vikings offense, which once looked good, is going to be able to put up points to hang with Lamar and them. I think Lamar's gonna run all over them. They're gonna have a huge advantage for the time of possession. Give me Baltimore to win this game pretty handily, especially at home. I'll say Baltimore wins this game 38-20.
All right, Flip. Who you got? Ravens, Vikings.
Ravens, Vikings. I gotta go Ravens here. The Vikings have been just a little underperforming here. Every time I have hope for the Vikings, they just disappoint me. Even with Dalvin Cook out there, I was thinking that maybe against the Cowboys they'd be solid, but then I don't know. Kirk Cousins he's stagnant. Even with Justin Jefferson and Thielen healthy, they don't play up to what I guess their potential or my expectations of their potential.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go with the Ravens here, just because they're coming off a bye week, they're rested. I think they can run all over this Vikings team. Their defense, the Vikings defense, they have their moments, but then there's times where they just let teams put up 30 on them. So I think this is probably one of those games where it's probably going to be close, but I just can't expect the Vikings to clutch it out at the end here. So I'm going to say Ravens 33, Vikings 28.
All right. Next up, this is a sleeper game, but we got the LA Chargers going on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are another one of those tricky teams where you don't know how they're going to show up. But I mean, the Chargers, despite their record, they're a pretty damn solid team. And their record is 4-3, but they really should be 5-2. You guys know which loss I'm talking about here, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But they're only favored by 1.5 over the Eagles because the Eagles are at home in this game. I like the Eagles, and I like what Jalen Hurts brings to the table. It's just that he can get a little bit too... He can rely too much on his own feet, and you don't want to make that mistake against a solid defense like the Chargers. I actually got this being close. And the thing is, Justin Herbert, you give him time in the pocket, he can make that magic happen too. But man, I actually got this being a close game. Going ahead and give me the Chargers in this game 28-25 over... 28-25. All right, who you got? Flip, who you got? Chargers or
In this game, I gotta go with the Chargers here. We had a disappointing game against the Patriots. Disappointing game against
Yeah.
Miles Sanders is hurt. The run game seems a little weird, but
They don't have Zach Ertz
they
no
put
more.
up like 50-something points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put up like 50-something points
Yeah.
still. So, or no, 44 points. But
Mm-hmm.
that was the Lions. The Lions, I think they're just done.
Yeah, they're done. They're 0-8.
The thing
One.
that
Yeah.
just yeah, the thing that just scares me here is that the Eagles are a team that could probably run all over this Chargers team, and it seems like if the team has a running game, then we're doomed. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be extremely easy because our coaching staff clearly hasn't figured out how to fix the run issues. But man, I got faith in my team.
All
I think they can beat the Eagles. They'll probably give me a heart attack
right.
as usual. I'm gonna go Chargers 27, Eagles 23 in this game.
All right. All right, Waz. Who you got? Chargers, Eagles.
I like the Chargers in this game. I just don't trust the Eagles offense enough. I think the Chargers, again, Herbert is a few steps far beyond what Hurts is right now.
Yeah.
I like the offensive pieces better on the Chargers team. There's no established run game with the Eagles right now. I think Hurts will actually lead the game in rushing yards. I love Devontae Smith on there, but I think he's kind of going to waste a little bit. I think his talent's being underutilized because Hurts isn't able to get him the ball effectively. Eagles are playing at home right now. They've yet to win a game there. Chargers is 2-1 on the road. I think they're due for a win. Again, the Chargers haven't looked as great as they've looked since the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They looked pretty solid at the beginning, but they've coming back a couple of bad losses, a couple losses to the Patriots. So I'm going to go with the Chargers in this game, even though the Eagles are coming off a big win. It was against Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
so I won't look into that too much. Give me the Chargers to win this game. This might be a wonky game just because both teams are a little bit kind of hard to read, I think, at times. But give me the Chargers to win this game 28-24.
All right. Now, next up, we got the Green Bay Packers going on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs is the most bipolar team in the league right now because they're looking human, they're looking mortal, and they've dropped like 2 to 3 games that they could have easily won, but they're losing games due to falling on their own sword. And Aaron Rodgers is not going to play this game because he's out with COVID. It's a damn shame. And they barely beat the Arizona Cardinals last week, and that was in their house. But like I said, with no Aaron Rodgers, you don't know how they're going to show up. But then again, like I'm saying, the Chiefs this year are bipolar. You don't know what Chiefs are going to show up. This is the worst. I think this is the worst that Patrick Mahomes has looked all year. I think that despite this, that he's probably. I mean, the thing is, I think it's Jordan Love time, if I'm not mistaken, for the Packers. Oh man, I think this is gonna be. This might be a close game, or it might be. Maybe it's probably gonna be a low scoring game. But go on ahead and give me the Chiefs in this game over the Packers, 27-17. All right, Flip, who you got? Chiefs Packers
Chiefs Packers.
with no Aaron Rodgers.
Man, no Aaron Rodgers. They're probably gonna have Jordan Love starting. I heard some reports that they might start Blake Bortles just because he was on. He's he knows the offense because he was on the team not too long ago.
Oh Jesus!
But who do I have in this game? Because I don't really trust the Chiefs offense mostly because Patrick Mahomes. It seems like they're really not blitzing him. They're just playing too high safety and kind of doubling Kelsey and Tyreek.
But that's working.
And it's throwing him off his game.
Yeah.
He hasn't adjusted to it yet. And so, I mean, the Packers, they don't have Jair or Alexander this week, I think, as well. I got to go Chiefs here. I got to go Chiefs here just because, they beat the Cardinals, but that was because Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love, even with Devontae Adams, I don't think he can beat the Chiefs.
Right.
He might surprise us. He might have a Mike White moment. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just play it safe here this time and say the Chiefs win this, just because Mahomes and Tyreek they'll force feed on the ball regardless, and Tyreek's gonna get open eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the Chiefs here, 24-17 over the Packers, over the Packers.
Yeah. All right, Waz, who you got? Chiefs, Packers.
Yeah, for this game, it's very interesting. If Aaron Rodgers was playing this game, I would probably lean the Packers. The Packers have looked like a much better and coherent team throughout the entire season. The Chiefs have been up and down, and they haven't looked good in many weeks. And
Yeah.
honestly, you could argue the Chiefs haven't looked right the entire season.
Yeah.
They haven't had like a definitive, big game where they laid the wood on somebody. Maybe again, it looks like I'm looking at their schedule right now against Washington. But that's a terrible Washington team. So we are going to get our first kind of look at here at Jordan Love at the start. So I don't know what to expect. So I'm going to have to pick the Chiefs here. I think just because they're at home. And they had a tough, close win against the Giants team.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see if that's something they can build upon. There is just, again, I think realistically it's just the uncertainty with the quarterback situation in Green Bay. I don't know what we're going to get out of Love. So I'm going to lean on where I think the Chiefs are going to start maybe turning it on and flipping the switch and, turning into that juggernaut AFC team that we've known the last couple of years. So I'm going to take them now to win this game. Give me the Chiefs to win this, but it still may be close. I'll say Chiefs win this game. 27-20.
All right. Next up, NFC West matchup: the Arizona Cardinals going up against the 3-4 49ers. Wow. Now, the Cardinals are pretty much the most solid team in the league right now. And the thing is, I still feel like people are underrated them. But then again, Kyler Murray is, I think, a question mark for this game. So, yeah, that's something to watch out for. And the Niners are at home this game. But then again, Arizona is still only favored by 1. But I feel like, despite what the Niners have, I still feel like that Cardinals defense should be enough to carry them. I feel like this is going to be one of those slobber knocker type of games. Man. Hopefully I'm not wrong. But going ahead and give me the Cardinals in this game 24-20 over the 49ers. Flip, who you got? Cardinals, Niners.
I got the Cardinals in this. I think Kyler, I think he has like an ankle injury going on, but I don't think it's going to keep him out the game. It might hamper him running a bit, but this 49ers D-line hasn't been what we thought it would be on paper, I guess, or just from previous seasons.
Yeah. Because JJ Watt and Chandler Jones might feast.
Well, I don't think JJ Watt's out there anymore. I think he's out for the season.
Oh yeah.
Chandler Jones, though. I mean, Chandler Jones is Chandler Jones, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because if this run game can get started for the Cardinals, which I think might be the thing that kind of hurts the 49ers in this game, it might be what kind of seals the deal for this 49ers team, because once Edmonds and Connor get to moving, that opens up the field for Rondell Moore and D-Hop and Christian Kirk and AJ Green.
Yeah.
And if they don't have the people to stop them, it's gonna be a wrap, because I just can't trust Jimmy G to have a shootout against Kyler Murray, I guess.
Yeah.
I know Devo is out there cooking, but one thing I've noticed is the kryptonite of the 49ers, in my opinion, is that Jimmy G doesn't spread the ball out as much as he needs to.
Yeah.
And he loves throwing the high point passes. Oh my God.
Yeah. But George Kittle will go up and he'll go up and get that though.
Megatron.
Yeah.
What's up?
I said George Kittle will go up and get that though.
Yeah. He can, but I feel like George Kittle's still banged up. It's going to be his first game back. It's going to be hard to rely on just George Kittle to carry you against this Cardinals team.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing with the Packers was that Aaron Rodgers was able to kind of weave his way through that team, and their run game was just insane against that Cardinals team. And so that's kind of like the defining factor. I just don't think Jimmy G is, man, the thing that holds me back from giving the 49ers this win is Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I just can't trust Jimmy G to go out there and throw a solid enough game because, I don't know. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe the 49ers will upset him here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say the Cardinals sneak one out against the 49ers here. I'm going to say 27-23 over the 49ers.
Alrighty. All right, Waz, here you go. Who you got? The Cardinals or Niners?
Let's not forget that when these two teams faced each other a few weeks back, it was a 17-10 game.
Yeah.
Very close game. Murray didn't really do much in that game against us. The Niners pretty much bottled him up. Again, it's possible we have fast pieces on that front seven. Bosa for sure. It caught headaches for Murray. And we didn't have Jimmy G in that game. We had a rookie making his first start in Trey Lance. And Lance still almost kind of, again, he kept that game close enough. We didn't have Kittle in that game either. So, again, we have Jimmy G back in this game. We have Kittle potentially being in this game. I think the pieces are in there and in place to make this a potential upset game. But I can't trust the Niners right now at home. Ironically enough, if this was in Arizona again, I like the Niners' chances much better. But the Niners have not looked good at home in like a year and a half. I feel like ever since they had to leave that stadium for a while because of fires and everything, they had to play in Arizona. It's not yet won a game yet. I don't think they're going to get their first win back against this tough Cardinals team. But again, I would put this on the radar. I think the Niners are going to perform better than you might think, just out of what we've seen them do a few weeks back. Again, with the rookie, the Niners looked good last week. I think if they can stick to that game plan, getting Mitchell plenty of carries, establishing the run, Jimmy G will have a much more comfortable time. But I'm not going to pick the Niners. I will be not biased in this game. I won't pick Arizona to win this game, but I think it'll be closer than you might think.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Arizona win this game, 28-17.
All right. Next up, primetime Sunday night. We got the Tennessee Titans going on the road against the LA Rams. Now, the Rams are looking more and more dangerous as the week goes by, and Matt Stafford knows exactly what the hell he's doing. And don't even get me started on that defense for the Rams. Oof. Like I said, and they just got on Miller. Now, speedy recovery for Derrick Henry, but they say that he's probably going to miss the rest of the regular season. He's probably going to be out for 8 weeks. So if we see him again this year, it'll probably be if the Titans make the playoffs. But their main guy's going. So what's the Chiefs' backup plan? What's the Titans' backup plan? What do they have? They got Julio Jones probably coming back. They got a couple good wide receivers. And do you trust Ryan Tannehill's arm? I trust his arm, but I don't trust his accuracy because he's known for throwing a pick or two. And you can't do that against a secondary like the Rams, especially at home. The Rams, to me, are way too well rounded. And this game would have been a lot closer if we had if Derrick Henry was on that field, because I think that was what everybody was looking for. Was waiting for, see Aaron Donald clash heads with Derrick Henry. But unfortunately, we're not going to see that, at least not this year. But man, going ahead and give me the Rams in this game 28-20 over yeah. All right, who you got? Rams Titans.
Yeah, man, this is the Rams got a pretty early Christmas present. Not only did they get a Titans team that's arguably without their best player, Derrick Henry, but on
Yeah.
their defense as well. Von Miller and again, Aaron Donald. The defense was already a little bit scary as it was, but now it's incredible. So I think everything's kind of fit pretty nicely for the Rams right now. It's a home game. Tennessee is a very scrappy team, though. Again, I know I'd be counting out Tennessee a little bit.
Yeah.
Without Henry and everything, but again, it would not surprise me if Tennessee kind of snuck away with an upset in this game. I think this game will be a pretty entertaining game.
Yeah.
Most of the Sunday night games have been for the most part, and I don't think this one's gonna fail to live up to that hype. I think we could see a potential upset, but just right now with the pieces that the Rams have acquired, and the Tennessee Titans basically having to kind of resort to Tannehill having like the load for now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rams are gonna get this win. Give me the Rams to win this game. I'll say they win this game 28-21.
Flip, who you got? Rams Titans.
I got the Rams in this game. I think the Titans. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're going to use Adrian Peterson and Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just gonna try to turn Adrian Peterson into that bell cow and have McNichols kind of complement him, kind of like they did with Derrick Henry and Dion Lewis.
Mm.
But I don't think defenses are going to fear that backfield as much now. So it's going to be a huge problem for Tannehill. It's going to be even a bigger problem now that he's got to face Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, and Von Miller now. And this Rams offense it's been on fire. There's been times where it's been stopped for a few quarters or maybe a couple games, but nothing to say that the Titans are going to be able to